Okay, the first project I'm going to work on is on my 6405 John Deere. How many tractors out there that you have that have a rear end that looks like this, where there's oil dripping, and then say you're making hay and all that dust sticks to it and it just causes a big mess? Well, I'm going to show you a quick fix on how to do that. And it has to do mainly with the couplers dripping. So what we're going to do, I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to show you a O-ring and a plastic washer to replace to fix that leak. A lot of people go ahead and they buy the whole coupler. Well, a lot of times you don't have to. The only time that I had to was when I put my hydraulic hose in and it had a lot of play, a lot of wiggle. So there's bearings and stuff in there where they could actually wear out too. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to change the whole coupler, but I'll show you a quick fix here, and usually this helps out. So we're going to zoom right into the coupler. Okay, I'm going to go slow and let's go right inside here. All right, I got my pick. You're going to need a nice thin pick, but there's a black O-ring and there's a white washer right there. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to take that out. I'm going to show you. It just pops out. But this could save you a lot of money by not having to buy a coupler. There's the O-ring. And then we're going to go in and get that white washer. I call it a white washer. There's probably another name for it, but so we're going to pull this out. Sometimes it's, there we go. Here it comes. There's the white washer, I call it. Here are the washers and the O-rings that I bought at John Deere. They're cheap. Well, after you get the washer out and the O-ring, you could put your new one back in. But like I said, when I put a hydraulic hose into my coupler, I get a lot of wiggle. And this thing has been worn. I've been using it a lot in and out, being that I only have one set. There's some equipment where I need 3, 4 couplers total. So I got to keep changing out on this tractor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on all new couplers. And my good friends at Shoop Equipment in Illinois, I've got these couplers that I'm going to put on this tractor. And they're reasonably priced. Best price I found on them, and we're gonna change these out. Well, I'm just gonna use a pipe wrench because it's hard to get a wrench inside here, so we're gonna go ahead and loosen these up. There we go. That one I already loosened. Another thing you want to check is the back here. See that O-ring right there? That could be bad, and it could be leaking right from here down. So you might want to check that O-ring. I got to clean this up. Now you can get these rebuilt, okay? They do come apart. Like when I loosen this up, see how it splits? So they can actually get inside of it. You've got more O-rings inside. You've got the bearings here. They're going to fall out. So But anyways, yeah, they can rebuild these. Okay, now that I got them off, I'm just going to clean up around there. You're going to get a little oil coming out. You know, just make sure everything's off. A little bit's going to drip out. It ain't going to hurt nothing. Okay, I got my new coupler here. I'm going to put the top one on first. I can get a wrench in there now. I'm going to snug it up pretty good. Okay, we're going to put on the next one. Well, I got the couplers on. Look how nice and shiny they look. So all I got to do now is put a hose in there and just make sure nothing leaks. Clean up this tractor. Well, I hooked up the corn planter to the tractor here, and I used the hydraulics, and I don't see any leaks. It looks good. Now that I got the tractor hooked up to the corn planter and I can work these marker arms up and down, I need to replace this spindle right here. See the bearing? The bearing's gone. The dust cap must have flew off and dirt got in there and chewed up the bearings. So I'm going to go ahead and take this spindle off. I got a new one and we're going to put that on. Well, I got the spindle off, but it wasn't easy. I had to cut a bolt off. And this is what the old one looks like. Okay? And this is the new one. This is what I'm going to put on. And it looks like it's got a dust cap protector on the front of it. So that's cool. That won't fall off. So let's go ahead and put this on. Okay, I got the spindle on. I had to get new bolts. And we got it angled forward so it cuts into the ground. So I got a new blade for this also. So we're going to put a new blade on. Being that this is a no-till drill, you know, the ground's not plowed, so you want a good cut because I'm going to be going over top of grass or hay, and you want to be able to see your marker. So it's really important to, you know, make sure you have good blades on and get that angle. You don't want to go too much though, because I've had the angle too much to where you actually make a big line and a hump in your field by the row markers. So you just want to get it enough so you can see your mark and line your tractor up. Well, I got the spindle on, got the blade on. It is ready to roll. I got what I wanted to get done today. I got one more thing to do to this corn planter. I need to put the pin in on the other side. But yep, looks good. Well, it's March 5th. Look behind me. It was actually born March 4th during the night. The mother to the calf is a Lemo. We mixed the Lemo with the Angus, and we got a pure black calf right there. That is a bull. So I'm not going to steer it right now. I put the tag number 1 on it. There's going to be more to come. That's the first one.